Michelle Wilson with Western Plains Realty, and today I'm here with Sean McGaughey with Country Financial. So thank you for being here with me today.
Thank you, Michelle, for your time. It's a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about what it is that you do for Country Financial.
I am an insurance agent with Country Financial. Country Financial serves about 1 million households in 19 states. And what I do is I help customers with their financial security to make sure that with their homes, their autos, that they're properly insured, with their business and life insurance, to make sure that we're taking care of their insurance needs and their financial security.
Sure, absolutely, absolutely. So what types of insurance can you work with?
I work with individuals as well as small businesses to work on all of their business needs, insurance needs, whether that be their home, their automobiles, also their life insurance, also small business, and wherever their insurance needs may need to meet as well.
Okay. What about health insurance? Is that something that you can look
at? Typically, for health insurance, I know some people, but we can broker out, but predominantly the property casualty as well as the life insurance is where our niche is. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So we were talking a little bit off camera about sometimes the timing that you can run into with insurance. So how quickly can things start rolling if need be?
Absolutely, and I thank you for asking that. For individuals that are buying a home, they can be rather frenetic, and there are times where things may need to happen a little sooner rather than later. Something that Country offers is allowing agents to become field underwriters, and we can develop a policy in very short order. So if you needed it that day, we could do that. Now, obviously, we'd love to be able to take the time and go through the conversation with clients to make sure that their coverages and their costs are the best for them.
Sure, absolutely. But yeah, I don't know anything about, being in the home industry and needing something yesterday. But
absolutely. Well, it's nice to be able to, in those instances for clients and as well, that we can help them out in that pinch when needs happen quickly.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about how you ended up with Country Financial. You started in this area as something a little different.
It's been kind of a circuitous route. I was, something that people may or may not know, was the local milkman for Royal Crest Dairy 20 years ago here in the Johnstown, Milliken area. And although we moved up here not quite 2 years ago, it's amazing to see how this area has expanded.
It's not crazy.
It is amazing. And so how I got to Country, it was I ended up at some point in time knocking on a door in a different area for selling milk, and knocked on the guy's door, ended up being the vice president of a local bank in Arvada, and that's how I got into financial services industry. And then that was 13 years ago. And so we moved from there to different types of industries. Shelley and I have been married now since 11/11/11.
I love it.
And we moved up here in July of 2018 because we wanted to be more of a smaller community, and live in country. And ironically, I reached out to other financial services industry, and Country Financial fit the bill for our family as well.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's such a cool story.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, kind of on the community side, what are your favorite little areas in Johnstown, Milliken?
We have two daughters that live with us. One is 27, one is 13. We adopted when she was 6. And then we have a grandbaby that's 5. So a lot of our focus is on the family stuff. We live in Milliken, and so our 13-year-old daughter goes to KQA. So a lot of those things are home-related in that area. As far as food place, I really like the Cracked Egg in Milliken, which is a wonderful place. In Platteville, there's a great DoubleTree for steak. But a lot of the local feel for family goes right around the school. We have our daughters in Girl Scouts and things of that nature as well.
Oh, those darn Girl Scout cookies.
we sold a lot of them in the last couple of weeks. It's been rather busy.
Yes. So is there anything that you'd like the community to know, either something that they don't realize about insurance or what you're doing?
Well, what I'd like to know and tell people about as a business owner, what surprised me and what I really enjoy is how I love working with people, help them protect what and plan for their futures. Country Financial is very community-oriented, and we're deeply involved in the communities we serve through volunteer efforts and in charitable giving. In fact, since 2008, we've donated more than $2 million to nonprofits and donated thousands of volunteer hours. So those are the things that I think are important for both country and for us as well.
Community,
yeah, absolutely.
You bet. So your goal in the next couple of years is to have an office closer to home.
Absolutely. We moved to Milliken. My office currently is up in Fort Collins, and what our ideas as a employee agent to career agent would like to have an agency here in the Johnstown Milliken area, where I think I can serve our neighbors and our communities in a more effective way.
Sure, absolutely. Well, we look forward to seeing you around here pretty soon.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Yeah. Well, welcome to the community, and we're glad to have you in our little small town that continues to grow leaps and bounds.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you very much for being with me here today. And down below, you'll find a little bit more information about Sean, and not only his business, but a little bit about his family and the community as well. So please definitely check that out. And if you'd like to reach out to him with any questions at all, I will have his info down below as well, so you can touch base and get you going that way. So,
thank you again, Michelle.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks so much.
And on behalf of Western Plains Realty and Park Bench for the Johnstown Milliken area, here's to a stronger community. So Sean and Michelle back here again. We just wanted to touch base on just a little bit more, the reasoning behind what it is that you do. So what are some of your favorite experiences?
My experience is obviously, Michelle, to help other people to make sure that they have financial security. One of the ones that most recently happened that I felt very proud about was a client of mine. She is 80 years old, lives in a condo, and she had been told by her company, her previous insurance company, of over 50 years that she was not going to be renewed for her insurance because of some claims on her policy. So instead of looking at just claims and saying, yeah, she had too many, I'm not going to insure, we sat down, we talked about her claims. Come to find out, most of them, 2 of them weren't her fault, and one was a loss assessment that she was required to pay as owning a condo. So I was able to give all this information to our underwriter, and the long story short of it, because I sat down and really talked over her needs and what was important to her, we were able to get her a renewed contract and make sure that she was taken care of, versus just saying non-renewal because of claims department. So I like to be able to help people and review what their situation is, and to make sure that we can get them the best coverages at the best buy by going over cost, as well as making sure they're covered for their own security.
Sure, absolutely. Well, and I know that for me, I appreciate the knowledge of just the whole process in general, because insurance, some of it is completely over my head, and to have somebody sit down and be able to explain not only what it is you're paying for, but how claims work and how to get through all of the process.
It is daunting at times, and the contract language of insurance can be overwhelming. And so what I really try and do for folks is to do 3 basic things. One is, what's it going to cost? What is the cost involved? The second thing is, what am I getting out of it? What are the coverages that are going to be important, so that if that peril were to happen, that I'm taken care of, that I'm not undercovered? And then the third thing is, if I had to file a claim, how am I going to get this taken care of? Is it going to be smooth, or is the process going to be overwhelming again? And with Country, again, been around for over 95 years, our claims service department is amazing to make sure from beginning to end our customers are taken care of and well served. So that's what's important to me.
So even once someone signs up for a particular insurance, they can still go to you with any questions?
Absolutely. My availability is to review what their contract language is, when their renewal is, and to make sure that they know what they have. So if you're in that market to purchase, or whether you're in the market just to get a better understanding of what we offer or what you have, we're more than happy to sit down with you, complimentary, and review what you have to see if we can. You say, yes, that's a great program, keep with it, or here's what may be even more beneficial.
Sure. Wonderful. Well, thanks for explaining that a little bit. So definitely reach out to Sean if you have any questions about anything. He's a wealth of knowledge, so definitely touch base. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you again.